Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about 5 reasons why your diet is not working. Number 1, the most important one, you're not actually in a deficit. Number 2, lack of consistency. Number 3, poor sleep and high stress. You're going to have to excuse the writing. Number 4, not given it enough time. And number 5, metabolic adaptation. So, number 1, you're not actually in a calorie deficit. So what do I mean by this? Let's say we take your average male, he weighs 90 kilos. Maintenance, calories equals 3,000. So to put him into a calorie deficit, we say he's going to be then eating 2,800 calories every day. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So, starts the week strong, 2,800 calories, 2,800 calories. Even into Wednesday, he's still perfect on his diet. Thursday comes around, decides he wants a little snack after work, 2,900 calories. Friday is perfect on his diet again. Saturday comes around, goes out for a few beers with the lads and gets a pizza on the way home, 3,800 calories. Sunday, wakes up a little bit rough, hungover, McDonald's breakfast, and then actually gets back on plan. 3,300 calories. That's me being kind. So if he was to stay within his calorie budget every single day over the course of the week, he should be eating 19,600 calories. However, because of the weekend antics and Thursday night snacking, he's actually eaten 21,200 calories. So as we can see, he's now eaten 1,600 calories out of his deficit, which means he's then 200 calories into a caloric surplus. So when we talk about his maintenance calories over the course of the week, he should be on 21,000 to maintain. Deficit should be 19,600. What he has actually eaten, 21,200. So realistically now, if he continues to do this over a number of weeks, he's actually going to gain body fat rather than lose it. Lack of consistency. If you're someone who can't stick to your diet for more than a week, then you're definitely going to struggle when it comes to losing body fat. When we think about being consistent within a diet, the way I look at it is if we're consistent for 2 weeks, we will start to see the scales drop. If we're consistent for 4 weeks, people will notice. You're going to start to change. People around you will see the changes. 6 weeks in, you're going to need new clothes because they're going to all be too big. After 10 weeks, it's a new lifestyle. Those things that you used to push to the side, they now become habits. 16 weeks of dieting. you have completely transformed your physique. So that's roughly how long we need to stay consistent for within a diet to see the necessary changes that we would like. Point number 3, poor sleep and high stress. So why do these limit our chance of dropping body fat? When we have poor sleep and high stress, the body raises the cortisol levels. Raised cortisol levels will increase the chance of fat storage, but will also increase sugar cravings. The combination of poor sleep, high stress, and high cortisol will cause increased ghrelin and decreased leptin. What does this mean? So ghrelin is what signals hunger in the body. So if this is increased, the body is going to tell us that we're hungry, even when maybe we're not. And decreased leptin is going to put our body into starvation mode, which in turn will cause more body fat storage because the body is going to try and save all the body fat for energy. We also know that poor sleep and high stress will reduce insulin sensitivity. This means that the body will not partition nutrients effectively when we eat. And finally, as you can probably imagine, poor sleep, high stress means we're going to be zapped of energy. Zapped energy means we're probably not going to follow the diet plan. We're definitely not going to go to the gym. And realistically, are we going to get out and do steps or cardio? Probably not. Sleep is much more important than you think. As a male, we should be aiming for, in my opinion, 6 to 8 hours. Female is going to be slightly higher, more like 7 to 9. Now, sometimes this might not be achievable with your lifestyle, but this is the amount of hours that we definitely should be aiming for. We can use things like ashwagandha and magnesium before bed to help reduce stress and help improve sleep. Point number 4, not giving the diet enough time. So if you're definitely in a calorie deficit, you're definitely staying consistent, you're definitely sleeping well, and you feel like you've got low stress, the next factor is you're not giving it enough time. So when we look at a diet, let's say we'll use 90 kilos again, nice easy number. We want to get down to 80 kilos. So 10 kilos loss. Realistically, to lose 10 kilos, I would say we need at least 16 weeks to do that efficiently without the need to crash diet and without the need to go crazy high on cardio or crazy low on food. When we look at this, to lose 10 kilos over 16 weeks, we want to be aiming for 0.6 to 0.7 kg loss each week. Some weeks we might lose less than 0.6 kilos, but some weeks we might lose more than 0.7 kilos. So that's why it's important to give ourselves enough time, because if we have a week where fat loss stalls, we can then make changes to keep the body fat coming down in a sufficient manner. Metabolic adaptation, the 5th and final point. So what do I mean by this? If we spend a prolonged period of time in a deficit, eventually the body's going to start to slow down, so we will see fat loss start to stall. And this means that the metabolism is slowing down, thyroid production could be slowing down, and we're probably going to move less, move slower in day-to-day life without even realizing. Usually after 16 weeks in a deficit, if you've been 100% adherent to the plan, you might have seen body fat come down for 16 weeks. However, into week 17, week 18, week 19, this may start to occur. So what we will do then is implement a diet break. Most people's eyes light up when they hear diet break. However, it doesn't mean an actual break from the diet. It just means we're going to spend a number of weeks back at maintenance calories to pull ourselves out of the deficit, freshen the body up, get the metabolism kick-started again, It's also going to improve training performance, it's going to improve sleep, and it's just going to put us in a better position to continue moving forward. So let's say after 16 weeks of dieting, we end the diet on 1,800 calories. We then increase to maintenance, which could be 2,300 calories. We're eating 500 calories per day more, so the body is going to get much fresher. Then once we're happy with the progress, once we're happy that the body is fresh, we're feeling recovered, we're feeling restored, we can then dig back into a deficit, and let's say we drop to 2,100 calories. The body will start dropping body fat again, and we're technically eating 300 calories per day more than we was at the end of the dieting phase, which means we can probably extend the diet for another 6 to 7 weeks without stalling again. That is the first YouTube video complete. I'm going to be doing a mixture of educational videos, vlog style videos, training videos, everything in between. But if you enjoyed this one, please drop a comment below what you would like to see next. Thank you.